Hey guys, I'm Becky Hoy, founder of Brave Crate, the deployment countdown box for military spouses, and I'm here to show you everything inside of the April Brave Crate. Each month, our community gathers around a different theme that helps us shift our focus away from counting days and onto making deployment count. We use all of the tools and the treats, the personal wellness and self-development products inside of these pretty pink boxes to help us do it. Our theme for the month of April is Bloom Where You're Planted. So perfect with spring right on the horizon, and a great reminder that even during deployment, no matter where the military has sent our family, we can learn to thrive and find joy, and our spouses can do the same. So let's see what's inside. The first thing you'll always find when you open your Brave Crate is your Challenge of the Month card. We're challenging you every single month to use one product from your Brave Crate to do something out of the ordinary and to connect with the rest of the military spouses who are counting down with Brave Crate. But our first challenge is to open that last. So we'll show you what's inside first. So our April theme is Bloom Where You're Planted, and you will see a little bit about the theme of the month, and then on the back of your insert, you'll find all of the products in your box and a little bit of an explanation about why we chose those. And when you open this up, you will find my favorite part of every single Brave Crate, the calendar. We always include a few fun extra special days on there, the next day that your Brave Crate ships, a place for your goals and your to-do items, because I know that all of us are committed to reclaiming deployment and making the most of every single moment before homecoming. One of the things I absolutely love about counting down with the Brave Crate community is that each and every month in our Facebook group for subscribers, we're joined by a different guest expert. This month's guest expert is Brianna Beninati, the founder of Based in Design, which is an interior design organization committed to helping military spouses and military families make interior design choices that help them to reclaim their space, love where they live, and tackle all of the different challenges that the military lifestyle presents. As a military spouse herself, Brianna knows the unique challenges that the military lifestyle poses for those of us who want to reclaim our space and really make our houses feel like a home. When you're moving every few years, that can be really difficult. And when your spouse is deployed, you really want to feel cozy and you want to feel comfortable in the space that you live, whether or not you're there forever. So Brianna is joining us in our Facebook group this month to share her top tips around making your house feel like a home. Brianna's going to answer all of our questions about how to make our houses feel like a space where we can be comfortable. She's going to answer our questions about managing on-base housing. How do you decorate a rental? How do you choose furniture for a home that you may have purchased when you know you might be moving in a few years? So if during deployment, one of your to-do items, one of your deployment goals was to recreate the space around you, to decorate a room or to tidy up a little bit in your space, then this is going to be the perfect Q&A for you. So check your inbox for details about the date and time. Blooming where you're planted during deployment sometimes just means making small changes to the spaces around you. I'm super excited to share that the April Brave Crate includes a ylang ylang and rose candle from Natural Annie Essentials. This candle, first of all, is gorgeous, and I think that's really important. When you're purchasing something to put in your home, you want it to not only smell great, but also look great, and this candle absolutely does. It's got this amazing metallic gold canister and then this super cute floral print, Bloom, right? And when you open it up, the smell is fantastic. It's just such a perfect floral scent, and I think that the way we feel in our space can be so affected by the scent around us. And so sometimes just changing the way that a room smells when you walk into it can have a really big impact about how you feel in that space. So I would love to see where you guys decide to put this in your home and hear whether you are as obsessed with the smell as I am. Blooming where you're planted doesn't only mean making your house feel like home, but it also means making the place that you live feel like home. And sometimes that can be tough if you're in a new city or a place where you haven't really had a chance to connect with the people around you yet. And so I love having a reminder to take with me, something that helps me refocus on making friends and deciding that I can thrive and I will thrive where I am, even if it's tough while my spouse is deployed. Now, this next item is Tiny But Mighty. This is a Bloom Where You're Planted sticker. This is from Wishes in Bloom, which is a military spouse-owned company. They offer all kinds of adorable stationery and home products, and their name is Wishes in Bloom, so how perfect is that? This sticker is perfect to put on a notebook or a planner or even the outside of your wallet and to take it with you. And sometimes just having that small reminder while you're out and about that your city that you're living in, the town that you're living in, isn't just a place where you are temporarily. It's a community and a neighborhood that you can learn to make friends in and you can learn to thrive in. This can be a great reminder that every moment that you're there is an opportunity to create family and find your people. Raise your hand if you have ever felt personally victimized by your spouse's toolbox. One of the biggest annoyances that I face during deployment is having a small task to complete that requires a hammer or a screwdriver and not being able to find one. I know they're here. He has like 2,000 of them, but I can never seem to find them when I need them. So I am so glad that this month's Brave Crate includes a hammer multi-tool. It is floral print. How adorable is this? Like, this is a hammer that I would leave on my dresser because it's so pretty. And it's not just a hammer. It actually is a multi-tool. So I'm going to show you what it creates. You unscrew the bottom of this hammer. The head comes off and you immediately have a flathead screwdriver. So this is great for replacing outlets or anything along those lines. Then when you screw off the bottom, you get a diamond head screwdriver. When you screw it off again, you get two smaller size heads that you can also use as a screwdriver. Blooming where you're planted means loving and taking ownership of the space that you're in. You can own that space and redecorate in whatever way suits your personal style. Blooming where you're planted doesn't necessarily have to mean hanging pictures or doing major projects. Sometimes reclaiming your space can be as simple as adding small details that spark joy and make you smile every time you see them. That's why we included this adorable kitchen tea towel from Pinky Up in this month's Brave Crate. The material on this towel is super absorbent. And what I love the most is this sprinkle design. When you hang this in your kitchen, it just brightens up the entire space. It makes everything feel a little bit happier, a little bit more joyful. And no matter what else is going on in your kitchen, whether you designed your dream kitchen or you just kind of ended up with that kitchen when you moved or PCS'd, you can make it a little bit more warm, a little bit more inviting, a little bit more playful. And all it takes is just hanging this towel, which is super adorable and also super useful. Now, of course, everything that blooms needs fuel, and that's why this month's box includes one of my favorite protein bars. It's from Go Macro. First of all, I'm obsessed with this like floral print packaging on it. I know I'm gonna rip it off and eat it, but still, while it's like in my cupboard or stuck in my purse, it looks super cute. This one is a sunflower butter and chocolate Go Macro bar. And pretty much whatever your dietary needs are, this bar covers it. No dairy, no eggs, no gluten, no soy, no GMOs. This bar is super clean. It's made with things that grow from the earth, like sunflower seeds and cacao. So while we're blooming where we are planted, it's important to remember that our spouse is also blooming where they are planted during deployment as well. We're both growing, we're both learning things, we're both becoming the best versions of ourselves that we can be. And I love this postcard from the April Brave Crate, and it says, "Though you are planted far away, I grow to love you more each day." Now we have stamped this for you, so it's ready to send. Just write a quick note on the back, and you can get it in the mail to your spouse. It's such a great reminder that even though we might be far apart from the person that we love the most, we can continue to grow personally and also continue to grow in our relationship with them. I hope this card encourages you to do that and is a great opportunity for you to share a reminder with your spouse that though you're far apart, you continue to grow to love them every single day. I'm really really excited about this item in the April Brave Crate. This is a DIY terrarium, and if you can see in there, I'm going to take it out for you in a second, but this is a small terrarium project that you can do on your own. It's perfect for a solo date night, and I'm going to show you what is inside of this bag. So on the back there are instructions on how to create your own terrarium, and when you open it up, you'll find a number of things. First, you'll find some soil. That's going to be for the bottom of your terrarium. It's really good quality soil. I've had one growing in my living room for a couple weeks now, and it's doing beautifully. You've got some rocks. That's for the absolute bottom of your vase to kind of act as drainage. You've got some moss and some bark to decorate with. You've got an adorable vase. And it's pretty heavy, so it's sturdy. You can really leave it anywhere you'd like in your home. And then, most importantly, it comes with a live succulent. This is a super hardy plant, so you can leave it in this container, water it occasionally, put it in the sun, and watch it grow. It's such a beautiful reminder that you also can bloom where you are planted. This product is actually related to our Challenge of the Month card, so let's flip it over and see what it says. Your challenge for April is: set aside a time to create your DIY terrarium from this month's Brave Crate. Then reorganize and restyle a shelf, counter, or other space in your home and add your newly created terrarium to the design as a visual reminder that you can bloom right where you are planted. Then we invite you to share a picture of your newly created terrarium and newly designed space in your home to inspire your friends who are also going through deployment or your family members that they too can bloom where they are planted. Sometimes it's as simple as reorganizing the things that we already have, about taking some intentional time to make the space around us feel inviting, feel comforting, and feel streamlined and well put together. Don't forget to tag us in your picture. We would love to see the space that you've redesigned and restyled and to cheer you on while you reclaim the space around you during deployment. I hope you have loved everything inside of the April Brave Crate. I'm super excited to count down this next month of deployment with all of you while we focus on our Bloom Where You're Planted theme, learning how to reclaim the space around us and reclaim the city that we've either been sent to or chosen to live in during this deployment. You guys have an awesome month, and I'll see you at the start of our next countdown.